So, indeed, yeah.
Hey everybody, this is Aaron Johnson Movie Reviews, Matt Mouth Productions. Today I'm reviewing Sonic 2 the Hedgehog. Uh, Synopsis: After settling in Green Hills, Sonic is eager to prove that he has what it takes to be a true hero. His test comes when Dr. Robotnik returns with a new partner, Knuckles. In search of a mystical emerald that has the power to destroy civilizations, Sonic teams up with his own sidekick, Tails. And together they embark on a globe-trotting journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. And starring, you already know, Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, uh, Idris Elba, who is Knuckles, did a great job. Colleen O'Shaughnessy, she did the voice of Miles or Tails. Shamar Moore is Randall. He was he was the one getting married. He was like CIA or something. Adam Pawley is Wade Whippy. Man, he's not important. Natasha Rothwell was Rachel. She was the wife that was getting married to Shamar's character, Randall. And there was the other guy. Who was that guy? They don't even have him on here. That's messed up. He was a dude that played Cyclops. I don't remember his name. The old Cyclops. He's not on here? Don't care. Wait a minute. Anyway, so saw the movie. It first started off with Dr. Robotnik in that mushroom world, and he met Knuckles, and of course he manipulated Knuckles. And if you're smart, you could already tell that he was manipulating him. You already knew what was going to happen. They found the emerald, and he was going to betray Knuckles. Knuckles, his character was thinking he's destined to hold the Knuckles to reclaim his people, but they were all dead, so it's kind of pointless. But he was super powerful. I think Idris Elba did a good job with his voice. He was a pretty good character. Some people don't like the way Knuckles' voice was. It was great. He was super powerful too. Knuckles had a couple of brush ups with Sonic, and every time they fought throughout the movie, Knuckles whipping Sonic's ass. It was a great fight. I don't know how much any of you played the video game. I've been a fan of Sonic since the Sega Master System was out, and if you know what the Sega Master System is, you know that it came out before Nintendo. So Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey, we say Knuckles. Already can tell he's gonna betray him early. I'm not gonna read all this because I took some notes and I was gonna tell you about the good parts because the movie was freaking fantastic. You know a movie is good when you get in a theater at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it's packed of people. So, and I don't know how long it's been out. It's been out for a while, but it was seriously packed in that theater. At the beginning, Sonic was trying to be a hero. I think they were still in a money truck or something, and it was full of these weird bombs, and he got rid of them all, and then he had one more because they heard it beeping, and he couldn't find what it was. So as they were in the truck trying to get away, he found the bomb and threw it in the sewer, and of course it did more damage. Sonic was trying to be a hero, but it didn't go well. But he did end up saving the day, even though he destroyed a whole block. But as they was getting ready to crash at the end of the street into a whole bunch of people at a restaurant, he found the drill in the truck, and of course he's super speed, so he completely dismantled the truck. It was amazing. and he left the other security guy that was in the money truck. He just left him in a little bed that slid into, well, almost slid into the people. But after you dismantled the whole truck, you have like a little sheet metal was all left, and the security guy was there. Uh, After that, him and I think his name James Marsden, who plays Cyclops on the old X-Men movies. They had a little meeting in a lake. He gave him a pep talk to Sonic because Sonic was doing this crap at night, trying to be a hero. But he said, "You're still a kid. You should take it slow or ease out because your time's gonna come to be a hero." Uh, that's all sappy, boring stuff. And everybody thinks Dr. Robotnik is dead, but we all know that he was in that mushroom dimension. So one day, or one night, actually before you have James Marsden and his wife, they had not a honeymoon, it was like a honeymoon, and they was going to the friend's wedding. Of course, Sonic had the magic rings that open up portals, so he opened up a portal for him, and his wedding was in Hawaii, so he opened the portal for him. They went in the portal. Goodbye, y'all. And left Sonic by himself at the house. Now, people they kept saying that Sonic was a kid and stuff, but how can you tell when he was a cartoon character, probably fully grown? But whatever. I guess he's a kid. But left him at home at the house. Of course, he did absolute mayhem to the house, but he was so fast that he cleaned up faster. But while he was watching a movie or something, Dr. Robotnik shows up, busts the door down, and Sonic's getting ready to fight him, but instead of fighting him, he had Knuckles fight for him. Knuckles whooped his ass. It was hilarious. So they got in a couple fights off and on throughout the movie, and every time Knuckles whooped Sonic's ass. But the first time when they fought, when he got in the he broke into the house, that's when Tails, whatever dimension he was in, he saw that Sonic was in trouble and he popped out. I thought him and Sonic and Tails were already friends, but apparently it was the first time they met. And throughout the movie, they become closer and closer. It was a good scene. You already know that Knuckles was really wanting to beat the shit out of Sonic. But at the end, Knuckles eventually became Sonic's friends because he saw that when they found the Master Emerald, and I already know what's going to happen when they found this emerald because the whole movie was based on finding the emerald. They found it in the middle of Hawaii, the Hawaii Ocean, whatever. And Sonic found them. Well, no, Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles found it. Sonic saw this big green whatever beam come out the water, and they knew that that's where the Master Emerald is. That means Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik's already there. So actually they were getting chased. Before they got to Hawaii, they were getting chased by Knuckles and Dr. Robotnik. I forgot where they went. They went somewhere in the Siberia or something, and looking for the emerald. And there was a scene where Sonic was doing the snowboard thing. I don't know if you played the games, but that crap was cool. Some people didn't like it. I liked it. Brings you back, that nostalgia, because I think in some of the games you got to snowboard. But Sonic didn't have any more rings, so he was trying to call James Marsden, his father figure character, whatever, and they were already at the wedding, so they had to. James Marsden had to find the one ring that he gave him before they went to the honeymoon or the wedding, and he ended up switching the wedding ring, his friend's wedding ring, with the coin ring that opens up dimensions. So he got in a fight, and not got in a fight, but he was trying to get the wedding ring before he put it on his wife's friend's finger, and and they, of course, they were not going to give it to him. So he punched James Marsden character, punched the husband, and then opened up the portal, and then here comes Sonic and Tails come flying out. So Tails was all fucked up. He passed out. He was pretty hurt. He wouldn't wake up. Then they were. Now the whole wedding thing. I'm gonna kind of skip the wedding because the whole wedding thing took up a lot of time, and it was no reason the movie could have did without the wedding thing. Because I thought this shit is going on for a long time. I'm like, this wedding is, who cares? We're here to see Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails, and maybe a little bit of Dr. Robotnik. Good job by Jim Carrey, by the way. But yeah, that's all I had to say. It was some stuff, mishaps. They found Tails' little bag of gadgets. They used it. Really, they're not gonna do this because the movie's kind of meant for kids. But really, some people pretty much died. But you can take that as you will. But of course, after the wedding crap went over, that's when they found the beam coming out of the ocean. And Sonic was sad that Tails was messed up, so he was going out there by himself. Left his little dad figure and the wife, left them on an island, and he did his super speed. So they get to a little, it was like it's kind of like an Egyptian setting, but he got to the beam, and of course, they had to go through booby traps and stuff. And of course, Sonic's fast, so it was no problem. It was no problem for him to get through the traps and stuff. But Dr. Robotnik and Knuckles was trying to get through the traps, and it was hilarious. But Dr. Robotnik's smart, so he was able to use his brain and strategy to get through all the crap. They almost effed it up, but they got through it. Then Sonic found him, and that's when him and Knuckles started fighting again. Of course, again, Knuckles whooped that ass. And while they're fighting, Dr. Robotnik is slowly going up to the Master Emerald, and then Sonic's like, "Look, Dr. Robotnik's about to betray you." It's like he wouldn't do that, and turned around, and then Dr. Robotnik got the Master Emerald and turned to electricity super person, and so he was able to. Well, he had a lot of power. He was able to teleport and all kind of crap. It was crazy. And he was able to pull up a bunch of materials and stuff together to make a big giant ass Dr. Robotnik robot. It was awesome. So, now they're back into that town they were in. What was it, Green Hills or something? And Knuckles saw that Dr. Robotnik betrayed him. And of course, stuff is falling around. They all are in a bad situation. And Sonic saved Knuckles. Because Knuckles was about to, that's that pyramid, wherever that Egyptian place was about to fall all down on them with the water because they're in the middle of the ocean. All that stuff was falling down on both of them. Sonic did the little, it was like, they're both underwater. Sonic, that if you played the game, you got the little air bubble thing and you fly an air bubble and he does that. And he did that to get some more air. Then he finally was able to make it to Knuckles because Knuckles was about to get crushed by a pillar and he saved him. And Knuckles was like, "Wow, you're a good dude." So Knuckles flew up, and then he swam back up to the top, and then Sonic's kind of struggling, and he was about to drown. And then at the very last minute, what you knew, Sonic was gonna die. Of course, Knuckles saved him, and then they talked about you're honorable and stuff, called them friends, and Sonic told him about friends and family. Knuckles was like, "We just became friends." Did we just come best friends? Yep. Anyway, so they made their way back to Green Hills after the whole Hawaii crap. And that's when Dr. Robotnik was destroying everything in Green Hills. So, they fighting back and crap. And my favorite part happened when first Knuckles made his way into the robot where Dr. Robotnik was. And then one of his super punches in Dr. Robotnik's stomach was funny. And then the emerald came out of him and shot back out. Sonic struggled to get it back, and then Sonic finally got it. And this is when I thought he was going to turn into a Super Saiyan, but it didn't happen. I was like, bullshit. And so, when he did that, the whole robot thing fell at first. And then they're about to get crushed. Then, his mom and dad figure, Sonic's mom and dad, acting dad, found him, and stuff was fixing to fall on them, and they just knew they were dead, so they just held each other. And you like, okay, well, I guess they're both gonna die. And then that's I forgot, was the truck or the robot. Anyway, that was about to get crushed by something. And then they had already broke the Master Emerald, broke into the little seven. Because you know when you play the game, it's like 7 emeralds or something. You get them all together, you turn to supersonic. Well, I forgot what made. Oh yeah, when Sonic got to kill the emerald, it broke up into little pieces. I think it was seven gems or whatever, 7 emeralds. And you think he was gonna turn. There we go. Lights cut back on. Anyway, you think he was gonna turn to the goddamn Super Saiyan, but it didn't happen. And he's holding it, all the pieces, and they're about to get crushed by whatever it was. I shouldn't have waited 2 days to make this review, but I don't care. Hopefully y'all guys still kind of get it, because I'm not telling you everything, so hopefully I'm not really spoiling it. But the best part of the movie was when these emeralds were broken into little pieces, and Sonic had it, and then when they're all hugging each other, thinking they're about to get crushed, and but all of them gonna die as a family. That's when there was the pretty much love made the emeralds disappear, and then the things fall down on them, and you're like, well, they're dead. Oh yeah, it was Dr. Robotnik had already activated the robot, because once he had the emerald and he has powers anymore, so he had backup plans to where he can operate the robot manually, because he doesn't have the emerald anymore. So he stepped on him with his big robot foot, and then he's like, haha, now I killed them all. Then he's like, wait, something's wrong. And then Flash, Sonic turned to Super Saiyan, or Super Sonic. I'll call him Super Sonic or Golden Sonic. That was the coolest part of the movie. And of course, when he turned to Super Sonic, he fucked that robot up. And then Knuckles is standing back. Him and Tails were like, wow. Knuckles is like, well, he's a god now. And he is not the same Sonic anymore. And then Sonic was like, after he beat the shit out of Dr. Robotnik, and you think Dr. Robotnik sticks as he completely screwed up that robot, and as it's falling, Dr. Robotnik fell into the big smoke, and you don't see where he went. And then his mom and dad characters were like, Sonic, and then Knuckles is like, he's not the Sonic you know anymore. And then Sonic was like looking at him. You think he's like not Sonic anymore, but then he did this power thing that a big lightning bolt came shooting out the sky. It was a fucking chili dog. That shit was funny. And he's like, oh well, I guess he is the same Sonic. So then he did like this weird thing to where the emerald came back together, and he wasn't Super Sonic anymore. He was normal Sonic. So I think you guys should definitely check the movie out, because there's not. I'm trying to think about like all the game to movie adaptations suck ass. They suck. So this is probably the only game adaptation movie that is freaking fantastic. I like Sonic. I like this Sonic 2, and the sequel. They definitely get a sequel. This movie is probably made way more money than Morbius, which, man, it's understandable. Like I said before, I like Morbius, but Sonic blew that shit out the water. Anyway, it's a great movie. Like, subscribe, help me out. I'm doing pretty good. My first review, Morbius, is getting a lot of views, and I'm getting a lot of subscribers. So keep it up, and I appreciate everybody for helping me out, because I'm gonna try to make this consistent thing. So catch y'all later.